Did you know that 80% of readers claim they connect with a story only because of its characters? That means, no matter how epic your plot is, if your characters aren't real enough, your audience will tune out. Yet, most writers focus too much on action or setting, forgetting that the characters are what truly make the story come alive. In fact, studies show that when audiences care about a character, they are 2.5 times more likely to keep reading or watching. But how do you create characters that captivate people this way? How do you write a character so compelling, they feel like they could walk right into your life? In this video, we'll unlock 6 key strategies to help you build unforgettable characters. We'll show you how to dig deeper into their motivations, flaws, and secrets, making them feel as real as the people you know. Get ready to stop writing flat characters and start creating ones that your audience will remember for years to come. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to write any character into reality. Chapter 1: The Invisible Blueprint. Crafting the DNA of your characters are like a living organism. They need a foundation, an invisible blueprint that guides their actions. Think of it as the DNA of your character. For example, the late great author Kurt Vonnegut once said, "We are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be." This speaks to how your character's essence is shaped by the choices you make for them. Start by thinking about what makes them tick. Are they brave or fearful? Do they seek validation or yearn for independence? These traits should feel natural, not forced. Psychology can be a helpful guide here. The Enneagram or Myers-Briggs types can give you a framework. But don't overcomplicate it. Simplicity often leads to more memorable characters. Chapter 2: The Heartbeat. Breathing life into your character's motivation. Motivation is the heartbeat of your character. Without it, they become flat and lifeless. Think about every decision they make. Does it stem from a deep, personal desire, or are they reacting to outside events? For example, in The Great Gatsby, Jay Gatsby's motivation is his longing to win Daisy's love. But that motivation is tied to his own self-worth. The best characters have internal motivations that drive every choice. Try this: focus on 2 desires, a secret one, hidden even from the character, and an obvious one. Gatsby's obvious desire is to win Daisy, but his secret one might be to prove he's worthy of his own dreams. This tension between wants is what drives complex stories forward. Chapter 3: The Mirror. Making characters reflect the world around them. Your character isn't isolated, they live in a world that shapes them. Everything in their environment should reflect who they are, whether they realize it or not. If you take Harry Potter as an example, Harry's past, filled with neglect and abuse, is mirrored by the restrictive and prejudiced world of the wizards. The world itself becomes a character, just as important as the protagonist. An interesting study from Stanford University showed that how people see themselves is often influenced by the environment they're in. So, your character's worldview and decisions should be impacted by their society, upbringing, and even the smallest details in their world. Think about how those surroundings reflect or challenge their inner turmoil. If you're finding these tips useful so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got more game-changing advice coming your way in the next chapters. Chapter 4: The Secrets They Keep. The power of hidden truths. Every compelling character hides something. It's the secret they're unaware of, or maybe something they refuse to face. This is where the magic happens. If you've read The Catcher in the Rye, Holden Caulfield's secret is his fear of growing up, though he won't admit it. Secrets aren't always negative. They can be fears, hidden desires, or past trauma that shapes a character's decisions. The thrill is in the reveal. It's like peeling back a layer of an onion. Layer by layer, the audience should uncover these hidden truths. And when that truth is revealed, it should feel like a natural, heartbreaking moment of clarity. Chapter 5: The Chaotic Spark. Flaws that create conflict. Every character needs flaws. They are the sparks that create conflict and make the character feel real. The idea that a character must be perfect is a myth. Perfect characters are unrelatable. Look at Sherlock Holmes. His arrogance and lack of social graces make him frustrating but human. These flaws should directly impact their journey. If they're afraid of commitment, they might push people away, causing emotional tension. And here's an interesting fact: According to psychology, people connect more deeply with characters who show vulnerability, as it mirrors their own imperfections. Flaws aren't just weaknesses, they're the seeds of growth. Every flaw should be tied to a personal lesson your character must learn by the end of the story. Chapter 6: The Transformation. How to write a character's evolution into reality. The true measure of a character is how they change. A character that doesn't evolve feels stagnant, and we all know that life is about change. But a good transformation isn't about a sudden shift, it's about subtle, believable progression. Think about Tony Stark in Iron Man. He begins as a self-absorbed, tech-savvy billionaire, but as the story unfolds, his motivations shift, and so does his personality. That evolution doesn't happen in one scene but builds gradually. The best transformations feel earned, not forced. According to a study published in the Journal of Narrative Theory, readers connect better with characters who experience change in response to internal and external pressures. Your character should evolve in a way that reflects their experiences, mistakes, and triumphs. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into character creation, don't forget to subscribe for more storytelling tips like these. You've got the tools now to bring your characters to life. In conclusion, great characters don't come from a template or formula. They come from understanding their core, what they want, what they fear, and how they change. By using these 6 strategies, you'll create characters that feel like they could walk off the page and into the real world. And remember, when in doubt, let your characters guide you. They often know more about themselves than you do. So, let them speak, and you'll find that the story writes itself.